Alright friends, welcome back to Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G, and I was like, what's that sound? We just got this in the mail, and I'm so excited to see what is inside. Actually, I already may have taken a peek already, but this is from our friends at Hasbro, who are hooking us up with this incredible celebration, well, Marvel Legends series celebration of 20 years of X-Men, so we can celebrate, and this packaging is just unreal. And so we're gonna take a look to see who exactly is in here. But guys, before we get started, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you're notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where in the world you're watching from, and give us a big thumbs up if you like Marvel Legends, you like Super Challenge G, you like X-Men. But what do you say we go ahead and get started right now?
What is up, Vincent Gigi?
Vincent Gigi, Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Gigi.
Vincent Gigi from Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Vincent Gigi on Super Channel G.
So tight. Don't stop doing what you're doing.
Congratulations on all your success.
Congratulations on everything.
I will see you on the TV on Super Channel G.
God, is this great?
Alright friends, without any further ado, I know I just kind of already showed you how gorgeous this package is. And look, we can see here Magneto, Professor X, Wolverine, Mystique. And on this side, we have Deadpool, we have Domino, we have Negasonic, Warhead, Teenage Warhead, and we have Cable here. Now, all those 8 don't fit in here. And I did kind of peek to see who's in here already. I love the way it's got the blue here for the X-Men, and then red here for the X-Force, but just looks absolutely gorgeous. And let's go ahead and jump on and see what all is in here. Take a look at this. Doesn't that look absolutely unreal? Look at this. Hashtag X-Men 20th. Looks so great. And we'll check out who's in here. And we have Wolverine, Hugh Jackman's version. Looks absolutely incredible. We have Cable, and man, that looks awesome, right? Josh Brolin. We have Rebecca Romaine as Mystique. Look how great this looks. And we have Domino, right? Zazie Beetz. So amazing. And that's what we have in this gorgeous package. And let's see what this little message here says. Bring this down. So over here it says, Marvel Legends series celebrates 20 years of X-Men. This year marks the 20th anniversary of the first X-Men film. To celebrate this iconic moment in Marvel history, Hasbro is excited to share this epic package featuring product inspired by films including X-Men, Deadpool, and more. With screen-accurate deco and premium detail, fans and collectors can finally add their favorite mutant movie characters to their Marvel Legends collections, including Professor X, Magneto, Mystique, and of course Wolverine. We encourage you to celebrate 20 years of X-Men with us by sharing this special Marvel Legends package with your followers on social media using hashtag Marvel Legends, hashtag Hasbro Toy Pick, and hashtag X-Men 20th. Man, that looks so great. Look at that. So, and then it says who's all in this series. There's of course Marvel Legends 6-inch Wolverine, which with the jacket, which is here. We have Marvel Legends 6-inch Mystique figure, which is here. We have a Cable figure, which is here. And we have Domino figure, which is here. They're all roughly about 25 bucks depending on where you bought them, where you can find them, like at Walmart and Target. And then it says here, 6-inch Deadpool and Negasonic Teenage Warhead 2-pack. It's approximately $50, and then the Professor X and Magneto 2-pack. So we recently did a video on this one and included these. So I'd love to show you that here in this video since it's not included. And then Professor X and Magneto, we bought that one not too long ago to complete this set of everybody who's listed here. So I'd like to make the video with all that, but I was looking and cannot find my Professor X and Magneto 2-pack that I bought quite a while back. So, we'll go ahead and get started. We'll see who they sent, and I definitely want to take a look at these first, and then we can dive into our X-Force figures. If I can't find our Professor X and Magneto, then we'll just have to do another video coming up soon, and then put them all together. What do you say? So let me set this aside, and what do you say we dive on in? And look how great this looks, right? So, looks absolutely incredible. And I can't wait to take a look at James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender as, of course, Magneto and Professor X. But you have no idea how excited I was when I found out Hasbro was finally going to release the X-Men and, you know, the Fox movie Mutants and so on. But let's get started. And let's kick it off with Wolverine. And look how great Wolverine looks. There's 2 heads. There are 2 hands we can swap out. Look, there's a picture of me in the reflection. And this package looks so great. Look at this beautiful silhouette picture here. Well, it's a silhouette with a little bit of highlights. So that looks awesome. Check that out. And just looks incredible. Now, it is kind of interesting that these say 14 and up when traditional Marvel Legends usually say 4 and up. So that's something that definitely stands out. But here, check this out. Like this and this right here. Here is Spider-Man Maximum Venom, Venomized Captain America, which says right here 4 and up, which is kind of interesting because there isn't anything that really stands out to me that would make these action figures be all the way jump from 4 to 14, other than specifically the movies they come from are maybe, you know, PG-13 or and rated R respectively, so that may be the case. So there's that Venom. It says, you saw where it says 4 and up. And let's open this Wolverine. Let's take a look to see just how great he looks. Open this right here on the top. And oops, I'm dropping everything over here. Let's get this unboxing underway. Again, thank you to our friends at Hasbro who hooked us up with these 4 incredible figures. And man, look how beautiful this looks. This yellow right here, didn't anticipate how great that would look. Definitely digging that. And so, has like an awesome, almost IKEA touch with the really bright yellow. Okay, let's take a look at our Hugh Jackman Wolverine. And there is a couple of other exclusives that I believe you can get on Amazon that are not directly written in this set. You know, on that card that I showed you. But those I think you have to get online only. But check this out. So you can get like the tank top, I believe, with the white shirt Wolverine. So let's be careful with his claws. So we'll push his fist out so that his claws stick out. Push him out. And there we go. So we have 2 fists we can swap out that don't have the claws. And actually, I think I want to swap this head out already. But if I come in closer, he definitely looks raging there. Look at that. And the paint is not completely clean right here on the beard. Well, it's pretty good on this side. And I do like the detail on the face. The beard is definitely cleaner on this one. Look at that. I think I want this one anyway. Very similar head sculpt, but not exact. And man, how awesome that looks. I think the paint from the beard was supposed to go all the way up to the hair, but didn't. Much like this one does. So all in all, I think this one on the right is definitely the better head sculpt. So I'm leaving, want to show you so you can make your own opinion. But that looks awesome. This jacket, again, like other jackets we've seen on Marvel Legends before, the arms are just a part of the jacket, while this is like a sleeve that goes over. So if you take it off, which you can by just going like this and sliding it off backwards, he's still going to remain with the jacket sleeves. So that's the only unfortunate part in case you're trying to do that. So let's pop this head off by twisting and pulling. Let's see. Right, we'll pop that on right there and see what sort of art. Man, we got some pretty awesome articulation going on. Look at that. So I'm digging that, and it looks like we actually have a butterfly joint right there. Look at that, to bring the arms further forward and further back. Let's see, it clicks as it spins. Make sure we have the arm facing in the correct direction. There we are. And then it turns right here above the bicep. We do have double joints right here on the elbows, which I'm so glad for because it brings it into almost a 45-degree angle. Look at that. Look at these claws. These aren't just little tiny spikes. They're definitely big knives. Look at that. Look at the movie. So, and that also makes them, you know, they're still fragile, but less fragile and less bendy. So although they're soft plastic. Look at the detail, even on the neck. The hair looks great, the jacket looks great. Look at the little bit of paint scuffs that's supposed to be there to make it look worn. Look at his belt. And he's a Native American with a headdress. Look at that, looks super awesome. I'm digging the belt. So a lot of love went into this figure. And the fact that it's got extra little worn, like almost like dry brush paint. Looks great. Look at the jeans. Look at the boots. These are supposed to be boots, even though they look kind of like loafers, but it's just because of the joint. Okay, let's see what sort of articulation we have. So we can, we've got a pretty solid ab crunch. Look at that. We turn at the waist. The legs move pretty well, and look, it goes better than a 90. Well, it goes exactly 90-degree angle, but you can push a little further, and then the legs go pretty far back. It turns right here. We have articulation in the high part of the thigh. Man, the double joints in the knees, they feel nice and smooth, and they actually bend all the way that way. So, and Wolverine, I do appreciate having great articulation. You know, doesn't need to be Spider-Man, but definitely needs to be more than Iron Man. And then the boots. Look at that. Now they are restricted because of the cuff of the pant leg, but I love how much articulation. Look, you can even turn it. Pretty good. All right. So that's awesome, and this Wolverine looks absolutely just bonkers. So again, we do have this butterfly joint, but the only unfortunate part is it looks like it's restricted anyway by the jacket. But you can bring the arms pretty far back. So look how great that looks. Awesome. So wow, that looks great. So let me get him in a pose that he's not going to fall out of, because I couldn't bring his foot further forward, and want his knee looking more natural than that. So there we go. Okay, so give me a second, guys. Let me see if I can get him all situated. We'll put this head back here, and let me take a look. Okay, well, something to note while I was posing him. Of course, I didn't mention that the wrists do turn. They go back and forth, which is awesome. The thing is, the way the jacket is made, with the way it comes to a point over here, that when you have the wrist position different, it looks a little awkward, because it looks like it's crooked, see, even though it's not. It also restricts mobility for going back. So that's something to keep in mind as we go for a great pose, because look at this. As I focus right here, instead of it just coming across, it almost looks like it's not straight the way it should be, but it's just because it's coming to a point over here. So since it's extended that way, it would actually be pulled back here. So interesting, just to make note of. But let me go ahead and finish posing. I just realized that I hadn't shared that. All right, in the end, I ended up selecting a simple, strong stance where it looks a lot more natural. And even though it's very like understated, I think it says a lot about the powerful pose and him just kind of looking over his shoulder. And all I gotta do is put someone over here on this side of him and it would look awesome. Sorry, I keep going out of focus here. There we go, look how great that looks. So awesome. I say we put them back over here. And let's move on to our, oops. So I knocked him over. For Mystique. And I guess based on the angle, I need to put him over here. There we go. What do we say to that? Awesome. Okay, and next we have Marvel's Mystique. Again, look how great this looks in this Rebecca Romaine here. Look at this beautiful box. I love this silhouette, but with highlights, right? It makes it even cooler. And love how the eyes are just kind of whited out like that. So that looks awesome. Now, there's really only, well, the hands are a great accessory. Would have been nice if, I don't know, maybe more than just one arm as the accessory. I don't know what they could have done. Several things, but maybe different heads. I don't know. But in any event, this is what we have to work with. Let's go ahead and get her on out. There is no write-up on any of these figures, I guess, now that I think about it. Put her on out. There we go. So again, we have this gorgeous yellow package. Look at that. And look how she looks. Awesome. Let me slide this back in here. Whoa. And again, continue to thank our friends at Hasbro that hooked it up here. Look how awesome. So, and there we are. His arms are stuck. Now, push it in the back. Let's take a look at these hands right here. They have, you know, that scaly skin. Pretty good. And we have this arm right here. I don't know how that would look. We can try it out, but oh, look, I have a little bit of blue plastic coming up there. So let's come closer. That'd have been cool if there was a head sculpt for, you know, the Jennifer Lawrence version. That'd be kind of cool. Or even just a different facial expression. But I love that it has like texture, like almost like that scaly skin. We have a fist here, we have an open hand here. And look at her nails. Very cool. Look at that. Bare feet. So, and then it kind of fades from, because of the gray and the dark blue, it kind of fades from light blue to dark blue. So the arm goes all the way around. It kind of clicks as it goes, but definitely has a bit. Look at that. It goes beyond 90 degrees for sure. Slightly beyond 90 degrees at the elbow. Look at that. The wrist bend back and forth, spin around, and let's see. Turns right here above the rib cage and not at the waist. That's something that we've definitely become accustomed to, the female Marvel Legend figures. Now it doesn't really ab crunch too much, only about that much. The legs do not come to a 90-degree angle, so that's important to keep in mind. And then the legs are restricted to go that far back. It does have a joint right here in the high part of the thigh. The legs do come out pretty far. This side, we have double joints at the knees. And it's a pretty, the first bend feels pretty solid. Look at that. Doesn't feel like a weak joint, like I have had some Marvel Legend female figures be in the past. It does pivot, look at that, great. And points and flexes pretty well. On the feet, you know what, let's go ahead and pop this arm out. This, where she's transforming with the illusion. And we had a lot of little blue dust specks come off, so we just twist and pull. I'm like, hopefully that's all we gotta do. Twist and push. Yeah, it's definitely a darker blue than this side, but there we go. Pretty cool. Yeah. You want us to put the blue arm back or leave the flesh tone? Oops. Guess we'll go ahead and leave this one. And I'm gonna swap out the hand because the fist ain't doing it for me. Go ahead and put that there. Go ahead and slide out this hand. Twist out this fist. Put this right here. Look at that. Doesn't look great? Okay, set this aside. And Mystique is definitely quite the athlete, so should we have her in a more athletic pose? I think so. Give me a second. Okay, again, went for a simple pose. Just kind of ready to attack or defend, whatever she has to do. And her feet are really small, and you know what, they don't pivot and bend as much as I originally thought they might. And so, look at that. And with her kind of crouching like that, makes her look like she's significantly shorter than Wolverine, which is interesting because I think she's actually pretty tall in real life. You know what, let's find out. Okay, so let's find out. How tall is Hugh Jackman?
He's 6 feet 3 inches tall.
Good lord, I didn't know he was that tall. Kidding. How tall is Rebecca Romijn?
Rebecca Romijn is 5 feet 11 inches
Oh my
tall.
gosh, okay. I guess I was way off. I guess I'm taking for granted that Wolverine in the comics would have been short. But she's definitely not short. But let me see, if I stood her up, how would she look in comparison to our Wolverine? And still significantly shorter. But if I just leave her like that so she doesn't look as short next to Wolverine. So I guess that says something, because in real life Hugh Jackman's just a tall guy. So let's put it right here. Oh, and then he's falling down. You know what, give me a second. I'm not gonna have everybody falling down here. There we go. Just kind of went back to that similar pose. Look at that. Very cool. Okay. So I'll tell you what, guys. We're gonna move on. So let's see who we have next. Next, we do have Cable, and we do have Marvel's Domino. However, we just reviewed these recently because we bought these at, I believe, at Walmart. That's where I believe I got both of them, actually. And so we'll go ahead and show that now, but we'll also include Deadpool and Negasonic Teenage Warhead to go with these. And then once I find Professor X and Magneto, we will add them to this review. What do you say? So let me go ahead and add that the Cable and the Marvel's Domino and the Deadpool unboxing right now. Hey friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. Look how absolutely incredible these action figures look. They look so sick. They look absolutely amazing. And I can't wait to show you just how incredible they are. They're from Deadpool movies 1 and 2, depending on which one you're looking at. But yeah, they look so movie accurate. They look absolutely outstanding. And then real quick, before we get in here, I'm gonna say this twice, but since the movies are rated R, these are not for anyone under the age of 17 to be watching. I do not support kids watching rated R movies like this that are violent and so on. So anyway, just wanted to get that out of the way so that you know that these are action figures, they're toys, they're cool, but Super Channel G does not support kids watching rated R movies and so on. So anyway, so guys, if you've not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you're notified anytime we have a new video come up. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where in the world you're watching from. And yeah, give us a big thumbs up. So if you think these action figures are cool, give us a big thumbs up. And what do you say we go ahead and get started right now?
What is up, Vince and Gigi?
Vince and Gigi, Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi on Super Channel G.
So tight. Don't stop doing what you're doing.
Congratulations on all your success.
Congratulations on everything.
I will see you on the TV on Super Channel G.
God, is this great?
Alright friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. And look what we have today. We have this incredible set of Marvel Legends from the Deadpool movie. This is 1 and 2 technically. But I want to dive right on in and show you who exactly is in this little set right here. We're able to get these two at Walmart. And then you know what? You can get this I believe, actually I'm not 100% sure, but you can get these between Walmart and Target, and I'm absolutely sure Amazon, and then GameStop and ThinkGeek. But I got this set at Target, and I got these two at Walmart. So just to kind of throw that out there. And then before I go any further, let me just say both of these movies are rated R, and I do not support kids, anybody under that age of 17 watching this movie. It's too violent. It's a little too crazy, and yeah, no. I do not endorse kids watching any of the Deadpool movies. But these action figures, I'm going to go ahead and continue forward. And who do we want to start off with? Well, let's see who all is in the set, actually. So we do have, of course, Deadpool right here. We have Negasonic Teenage Warhead over here. We have Cable. And we have Domino. And you know what? I can't wait to show you. Just, you know, I want to compare, for example, the comic book versions of the Marvel Legends that we have, if you haven't already seen. And let me just kind of, I'm like, did I already lose where I had my cable? So give me a second. And this cable's pretty fierce. Look at this. Definitely looks huge compared to the movie one, because it got comic book proportions. And then we'll get into some of the Deadpools that we can have right there. That's just a glimpse, just a little taste of some of the Marvel Legends we have. So I think it goes without saying, man, look how incredible this art is on the back. And we'll take a closer look. Too bad there's no write-ups on these. But what do you say we get started with this amazing 2-pack? This is going to be Deadpool and Negasonic Teenage Warhead. And let's kick it off. So what do you say? Let me get comfortable. Let me get closer over here. And let's bring this up right here. And let's take a look at this incredible packaging, right? And again, look at this beautiful box. Just pops off the shelf. And this artwork just looks absolutely incredible. So it's got their real names right here, like Wade Wilson, scratched out. And has this comic book name, Deadpool. I love how this looks like it's a sticker or a decal that's kind of coming off. Even though it's not, it was put over this X-Force X symbol right here. And all of it just looks absolutely incredible. I like this style where it looks like they just crossed it out. And where this would typically, on like a Marvel Legends, say like 4 and up typically, See right here, it doesn't. It says 14 and up. So that definitely sticks out right there. And you know, I don't want to go too far about what's in here, but here's a quick little glimpse. There's a unicorn in here and lots of accessories, and that's what really got me excited about this. Take a look at this. Here is the artwork that's on the sides, these silhouettes, and these silhouettes look so incredibly amazing. And just give you a quick little look, a shot at what that looks like, and then again, sticker right there. And it's not a sticker, just makes it look like it. So, what do you say we jump on in? This Deadpool, there is no write-up on the back, so unfortunately, there's nothing to read you. But again, the use of white and black with just almost like this red monochrome going looks absolutely incredible. So let's bust this on out. There we are. And I'm going to carefully open this because I definitely want to be able to store it back in here. There we go. Doesn't that look awesome? Okay, great. And then this Deadpool is not necessarily bright red like the comic book because they wanted to make him look like the movie. So let's bust him on out. There we are, and there's so many accessories. Let's see what's here. So we have two hands. It looks like they would hold a gun because they have like a trigger finger going. Let me zoom in. Look at that. We have two sword hands because it has like, these have the trigger finger coming out, these have an enclosed hand so it can cup around a sword, and then we have one fist and one open hand to kind of be the opposite of these two. See, a fist and an open hand. We do have this unicorn right here, we have two guns right here, and then two swords, and then we have this dagger right here. So why don't we, ooh, it's under tape. Look at that. Alright, so I am going to cut that out carefully. I'm going to leave some of the tape right there so I can just kind of pop it back into place. So for now, it should be able to fit right in here, in the boot. I'll go ahead and put that backwards. I don't even know if there is really any difference of having it backwards or not. But I'm going to have that right there. Let's get his swords out. And let's have these curve in there just like that. And that looks awesome. And well, he already has some guns right here. Look at this. Or do these even come out? I'm not sure. Well, I definitely don't want to tear it by just pushing on it. By pulling on it. So let me see. If it doesn't come out when I push it, then it's not meant to come out. So, maybe it's not. So I'm just going to assume these are not meant to come out because they're extra soft. Plus, when I pulled on them, they didn't glide out. Let's just take a look at these. There's two of these right here. And that looks pretty cool. And I'm gonna leave that in there because I want to look at the swords more, I think. And we can switch the hands out for that. So let's take a look at our action figure. It's getting close right here. And look at this head sculpt. I'm really digging the way that looks. Look at that. That looks awesome. The way the head looks. Just about everything about this head sculpt looks great. He's got that choker collar going. Let's see how far down his head goes. It doesn't appear to go like tremendously a lot. The interesting part is that the neck is moving. And I don't know if that's supposed to be the case. Let's see, we can pivot the head, so that's awesome. And I'm gonna probably end up popping the head off because I wanted to see how far back and forward it'll move. But it looks like it's just on a single ball joint. Let me pop it off. I want to see this. Oh, it's not coming off. I don't want to break it. Oop, there we go. And it is, and it doesn't move. Look at this. So that's interesting because it's not going to allow for a lot of head articulation, but it will allow it to spin around and tilt, but it won't allow it to go very far back or very far forward. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay. I'm digging the suit. The colors are good. The sculpt is good. It's very well detailed. I'm digging the fact that he's got, look at this, butterfly joints. So that is a huge plus. Let's see how well the shoulders turn. They kind of click a little bit. They go pretty smooth though. They click, but they move pretty smooth, and they stay in place well. Turns well right here at the bicep. We have double joints right here at the elbows, and it's a nice chunky elbow. So even though it doesn't come out to here, it looks a little odd down here, but the function is amazing with how far in it comes. Look at that. It looks absolutely incredible, and we can probably get some pretty good posing on there. Look at that. Pretend he's on the cell phone. So, wow. I can already tell we're going to get some great posing out of this. So the arms go pretty far back. Look at that. And it looks great. I love the way the housing is here for the swords, for the samurai katanas. And let's see what sort of ab crunch we have. Oof. I just kind of shot forward. So it goes extremely far forward and extremely far back. So let me just say that. This part for the belt is not permanently like glued on or anything. So it kind of just hovers and floats. You could glue it on, but you may not want to. And this part, of course, is not glued on either. And the swords appear to be, this appears to be independent of it, even though it's supposed to look like it's part of it. But the swords, this part might be glued on or not. I'm going to pull it a little bit. If it doesn't come off right away, I definitely don't want to crack it off. I could re-glue it, but I don't want to. Look at that. I love how they, well, there's a little bit of paint bleed there, but I love his utility belt here. I love how there's different layers of it, even though it's kind of a rush paint, it's still layers on it. I love the emblem right there. Again, these guns, we could probably rip them out, even though I don't think they're supposed to come out. But that's a nice little touch right there. They look good. And a lot of love went into this character, let me just say that, into this figure. So, let's see. The legs move pretty well. Looks like we can get them to just about a 90-degree angle. The guns do keep him from legs moving all the way out that way. And turns the high part of the thigh. Let's see, we got double joints right here at the knees. So it comes in pretty well. Clicks right there as it goes up. There we are. The ankles move pretty readily and freely. And just overall, this is an incredible action figure. Incredible. So, wow. This is a great action figure to add to our set. Look at that. So, I'm going to stand him up real quick so we can compare him to other Deadpool action figures from the Marvel Legends series. Right. Let's have him like that. Okay, and let's see. Here is our comic book Deadpool. Trying to reach for his gun right there. Oh! Wait, why is he falling back? Because I don't have his foot straight. There we go. We have our X-Force Deadpool. We joke around now, it's just gray Deadpool. There we are. Let's just fix his foot. That should be good. So that's awesome. Look at that. Let me just get a quick picture real quick. I'm definitely loving that. Look at this. Okay. And then, so that'll tell you about the size and dimensions. And then just about this color of red is our Venom pool. And this is a figure that I absolutely think is incredible. Let me see if I can get him to stand for us since he's fighting back. There we are, look at this. He's leaning back because his legs... You know what, give me a second. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to get that set up. And I put our Venom pool back here. Look how this looks. It looks pretty awesome. Anyway, just kind of having them all here. And if we turn... Ooh, I'm making everybody go kind of crazy. There we are. How's that? Very cool. Alright. Let's go ahead and show the rest of the accessories and we'll move on because, yeah, that looks pretty outstanding. Ooh! So, for those, I'll go ahead and add the links in our description below so you can check out those action figure reviews if you haven't seen them already. Okay, let's switch his hands, even though I'm definitely digging these. Let's switch it so that we can get these. Man, those are deep in there. We can see what he looks like when he's holding a sword. And you know what? Let's look at this unicorn. If we haven't looked at that yet. Very cool. Okay. So all we gotta do is, oh, you know what? I didn't even show the wrists. So the wrists spin and they move back and forth. Look at that. On both of them. Very cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna twist this bad boy out. It gave me a little more trouble than I would have hoped. Ugh. Come on. There we go. And then we are going to just, there we go, spin these in. It's kind of twist actually. There we go. And pull this out. Boom. Pull this out. There we are. So that looks awesome. Let me see what kind of pose I can get with him real quick. One second. I'm like, okay, this I thought was pretty cool. I know it's very similar. They have similar poses, but I'm like, man, I'm really having a lot of fun with these 3 action figures, Marvel Legends, Deadpool. They're just so cool. Look at that. I definitely want a shot of this. Look at that. So, anyway. I mean, this is super cool. Alright, that looks awesome. You know what? I'll just get it from here. Look at that. Very cool. Alright. So, I'm definitely digging that. And we'll move on to our other action figure in there. And you know what? Why not just have our Venom pull here? There we go. How's that? Think that looks really cool. They were having to fight each other. Here we go. Sorry, just taking a couple pictures in case you're wondering what's taking so long. Look at that. There we go. All right. Let's move on to our next action figure. Man, this looks so great. And that would be getting close right here. All right, perfect. And this is gonna be our Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Ooh, dropping everything. That's not good. Go to the back and just pop her out. There we are. And there's other hands, but you know what? Do I want to get the other one? Here it is. I think we do want 2 open hands. What do you say? We'll switch this one, this fist, for this open hand. Put this one over here. Oops, wrong one. I'm ready. Putting them where they don't belong. There we go. That one goes here. Put Wade's hands right there. And we'll get these cool little firepower things coming out. So, let's take a closer look. Looks like I do have some paint bleed, obviously. We're gonna have to try and get that off. We're not gonna get it off now, but sometimes we can just scratch that off real quick, but we'll get that off another time. Cool outfit, look at this. Like the yellow and the black. And this one should have a lot more ability to move the head, because look, it's got that extra joint right there. So it turns and pivots pretty well. The earring is hanging down, so it will hit if you're going this way, but not this way. The head sculpt, the hair, all of it looks pretty good. Now let's see. The shoulders move around pretty well. Now my concern is, are they going to go all the way down or are they not? And it looks like not. So the arms don't even go straight down. And it's like, how far back do they go? Huh? I guess they go pretty far back. They just won't come more in than this. So that's something to keep in mind. You have a single joint at the elbow. It does come into a 90-degree angle, would appear. Oops. Wow. Be careful there, I don't want to break that. And maybe a little bit more. The wrists go back and forth, turn around. Like that. And then body turns at just where the rib cage is. Does not turn at the waist. The legs do not come to a full 90-degree angle. It's actually obstructed right there. It does turn at the high part of the thigh. The hips move only so much. They are still restricted. The movement is still restricted from the back and from the front. Let's see, we've got double joints for the knees, and the knees feel a little wobbly. Look at this, both of them, so that may make it difficult to pose. Look at this. So, and I'm barely applying any pressure. Look at this. So that's a little unfortunate that these knees are so like soft, like gum. They're a little gummy. But and look, yeah, it is gonna be a little bit difficult to have her stand correctly. So we can do it, but it's just so loose. So that's unfortunate. But you know what? We'll take a look at the back of the suit. Looks cool. We'll put these little powers on her arm. All you gotta do is open it up and twist it around. There we go. Look at that. Do you like the way these look? And they're simple yet effective. Look at that. Put this around so wrap it a couple times. Look at that. Alright, let me see what's the best pose I can get for this. Give me a second. Alright, so I got a very simple, basic pose, but effective. Look at that. And so that I'm digging. What are your thoughts? So I can move my Venom pool this way. Look at that. That would look like she's about to unleash her powers over here. So it looks kind of cool. Alright. What are your thoughts, guys? Let's move on to our next action figure. What do you say? We got two more. We got Cable and we have Domino. Let's take a look. Alright, friends. There we go. That looks absolutely incredible. Two figures we just reviewed. And let's move on to Cable. What do you say to that? Let's get a little higher so we can take a look. And man, this Cable look awesome. Just like the movie. We got Josh Brolin right there, aka Thanos. Turns the legs to jelly. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. I love the art on this box. Look at this black and white silhouette with the red tint. And of course, it's got his name right there, and that's been scratched out so I can write Cable. There's no write up on the back, I just said that. And then look, as if there's a sticker to put on this X-Force symbol right here. So let's get him on out. Look at that. Unbelievable. As I mentioned, got this bad boy at Walmart, I believe, but you can get it at many other places. Okay. Let's pop him on out. Let's take a closer look. When I'm like, you know what? I almost lost a unicorn from the Deadpool set. Wow, look at this. I'm definitely digging that. Look at this huge weapon. Look at all these guns. Unbelievable. And we have some other hands that we can swap out right here. Let's see. Very cool. I think we'll just leave these two on right here instead of those fists. And let's pop them out. And look, he's got the teddy bear right there. And then be careful with this. Pull them out, and then we'll compare them to the size of our massive comic book Cable. Let's get closer. Let's take a look at this. Look at that. Well, you can't really see the print in the eyes, but the head sculpt is ridiculous. Look at that. Unbelievable. Look at the detail, and I'm sure we can just pull this right off. And man, he's got a vest on, and this cool tactical vest. Look at that. Teddy bear on his belt. Got some extra magazines. And look at all this. Wow. Looks absolutely incredible. So we could put a gun right here. There's one. It fits right here. Man, so we could probably put all his weapons in there. So let's see what a great head sculpt. Look at his neck. Wow. Okay. So his head. I think it's on a ball joint, kind of like the Deadpool one, but it has the stick part underneath that actually moves around. So this one has a lot more articulation. Look at that. Pretty crazy. Look at all the detail on that ear. Okay. The arms, they click as they go around, but they move nice and chunky. I'll say this, the arms aren't going to come in any closer to the body. They have to stay out like that. And let's see. Why isn't his shoulder moving? And I'm having to apply pressure because when I push it, it's not moving. I don't want it to crack off. So this one, I guess it's restricted right here. So I'd have to move it someplace where it's not hitting like that. Because then it'll hit here. Look. See where it hits right there? If I turn it here, it doesn't hit there. You have to spin it. So, anyway, he turns to the high part of the bicep. Got double joints right here at the elbow. Man, look at this sculpt. I'm really digging that. Comes into a little bit more than a 45-degree angle, so that's great. Straightens out. The joint actually moves the wrist up and down instead of back and forth. Spins right there. Let's see this one. This one is up and down also. double joints right here at the elbow. So that's good, more than 45-degree angle. It's just unfortunate that this shoulder doesn't want to cooperate. There we go, finally clicked. You heard that? There we go. But it took a lot of coaxing, and then it's going to hit here too, so. Alright, so none of this is permanently put on there. Turns right here on the waist. Got a pretty decent ab crunch. The legs move pretty well actually, look at that. And pretty far out. Turns in the high part of the thigh. Got a double knee joint right here. And it's nice and chunky. And it feels like a solid build. Look at that. Turns right here at the boots. And then look at these boots right here. The ankle turns and pivots really well. So that's awesome. And then look at this. There's a little hooded, little cloak poncho deal going right here. Look at that. Awesome. So let's take a look at these weapons. Pull this out. Look at this. And where would this one fit? I would assume it would probably fit in here. Look at this. So that fits well in there. Let's see this. Interesting. So we're gonna pull this huge one out. Look at this. And I'm like, are these attached to each other? Yes, they do. So I'm assuming this goes here. And you can correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. I'm like, pretty sure it's supposed to go here. Just push that on. I don't know why they didn't just make it one big piece. I'm like, or I'm like, nah. Maybe not, but it looks cool. So that's awesome. We can definitely fit this in here. Look at that. Slide that right on in there. That looks really cool. And then, how do we want to hold this gun? Slide that right there. Get his finger on like that. How's that? We'll bend this. There we go. Look at that. That looked pretty incredible. I definitely think so. There we go. We don't need like a really weird, crazy pose because he's always like feeling he's in control. So that would work really well. I'm not gonna switch out the hands for fists because I think that looks better. And then we just have the X on the back, on the inside of the box. What are your thoughts on that, guys? I'm gonna bring them right here, and let's come in closer for a picture. Okay, cool. And you know what? Let's compare him to our comic book table. What do you say to that? You know, I'm going to reopen this, but look at this. Massive guns that's going on right here. So just pull this out. We had gotten this at GameStop. Man, a couple years ago already. It's crazy how quickly time flew. Look at this massive gun. Well, all of them are massive guns. Pop them out. First of all, look how much taller he is already. That's pretty sick. Look at that. And so there we are. And then we want to give him a huge, massive gun. just so he can show off. There we go. Nah, we'll just leave that like that. Massive. Look at that. So let's put them side by side. And let's take a closer look. Look at that. What a big difference. That looks really cool, actually. Just taking a couple pictures here. And then he'll give you, look at those boots, baggy pants, cargos. Here's your side-by-side comparison. Nice. All right, what do you say we move on to this one right here, Domino. So let's set this aside. Get this out of here. Get that out of here. And let's put our cable right here. Pretty amazing, look at that. Okay. And let's move on to Domino and do the last one in this set, since we don't have a Colossus yet. And we'll add that one as soon as we get one. Well, we have comic book Colossus, but we don't have the movie Colossus yet. So, let's go ahead and do this one. So, last but not least, we have Marvel's Domino. Look at that. Feeling lucky. And so her superpower is just always being extra lucky. Those guns. Look at this small one right here. We could probably put that in her holster right there. We have 2 fist hands, and just the accessories on these have been amazing. And we have 2 heads, which makes it even better. The only thing that would have made that one better is if we had, or Deadpool, is if we had extra heads to swap it out. But look at this beautiful artwork. Again, the black and white silhouette. Look at this necklace glowing white right here. And then with a red monochrome going on. Look at that. Interesting. So Marvel's Domino. Let's get her open. There's no write-up for this again. So, and then there's what would look like a sticker right here on the top. Okay. Pull her out. Again, you got that X background right there. Set this aside. Let's pull her on out of here. There we go. And there are 2 head sculpts. We have roughly the same head sculpt, except this one has shades and a slight smirk. Look at this. This one doesn't have the shades, no smirk. And look, the hair is almost kind of see-through-ish. That's interesting. Let's see. But some light kind of comes through it. So which one do we want? Alright, so I'll just leave this one on for now. So let's swap the hands out already. That's something I already know I want to do. Let's pop all the guns out. They're really kind of snug in there. Have that there. Let's come in closer. Ooh, sorry, I didn't even get the hands out. Excited to have swappable hands, swappable head, even if it's not that different, but still. Let's pop the other hands back where those were. Oof. Just kind of crunched out. Okay, perfect. So, put our hands right here. There we go. And let's take a look at our head sculpt. Closer, look at those green eyes right here. The head moves this far forward and back. Pivots a little bit. Pretty good. does well. Arms move at the shoulder pretty well. Look at that. They click twice. They move around very well. I was like, does it turn here? It does not turn there, the bicep. It just looks like it. Okay, so we have a single joint that comes in closer than a 90-degree angle right here. On the elbows, I'm like, this one's supposed to be, nope, it's supposed to be the other way. There we go, but it only comes in that much? Weird. Why is it only going that much? Interesting. Okay, there we go. So the wrist goes back and forth and around. Same thing for this one. I'm digging the outfit. She turns right here below the rib cage. Turns to the side. Does not move at the waist. Her holster and utility belt right here. That looks cool. It is permanently attached right here, but it is not here. It looks like we have will be some clips right there, either a baton or a light. Let's see, her legs come and bring it at almost a 90-degree angle. So this is super cool. This little handgun right here. Look at that. Looks like we can probably put that right here. Look at that. So that's awesome. Let's see. Wow, we got some pretty decent knee joints here. So that's good. Double joints right there. And they feel a whole lot stronger than they did for Negasonic right there. The ankles turn and pivot well. Look at these boots. Those definitely look cool. Jeans outfit, I'm digging the mold. Look at that. There's so much cool about this action figure. And then let's show these. Now because they've been in the plastic, they are leaning. There's some pressure on it, but it's super soft here. But just a little bit of molding it back where it needs to be should get the job done. So just slide that down in there and then angle it as you look to put it. There you go. In the trigger finger. And then all we gotta do is find a good pose. There we go. Look at that. And then, tell you what, find the one that I like the most. Give me a second. Okay, here's something very simple but effective. Again, there's a whole lot to be said about a strong pose, very confident pose, especially if you're feeling lucky. Look at that. Alright, great. So let's compare her to the comic book version of Domino. Let me see, where is it? I'm like, where did I put it? Give me a second. And I'm like knocking everything over. Oh, it's actually right here. Look at this. Boom. Let's bring this up higher. Set her right here. Perfect. Look at this. Purple guns. Bring this out. This one says, Domino creates her own luck with a subconscious ability to predict the success of any given action. So I guess we can definitely use that as almost right up. Right? Just like, I guess it would be helpful on the Cable one to say, a powerful mercenary. Cable uses telekinetic abilities and combat expertise to get the job done. Cool. Now it'd be nice in this set to get a Juggernaut. That would be cool. There we are. Cool, right? And here we are. And so this one obviously is a whole lot more basic, if you'll notice, but still cool. But more like a space futuristic type guns. Look at that. I'm like, did I have the arm upside down on this one too? Till I fixed it because it just looked odd. Probably. But here we are. Look, this is the opposite. You got white on the eye instead of black, so it's lighter instead of darker. Hair is shorter on this one, but it's not extremely long on there, and so there are similarities. But this more practical outfit just looks way cooler than the movie version. Look at that. What are your thoughts on that? See if I can get this one standing. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, check this out. I'm fighting side by side. Doesn't that look cool? There's your side by side comparison. I definitely like the movie one better, but it is cool to see them side by side. Look at his weapons. And so yeah. All right. Let's get everybody all set up here, all together, and we'll start wrapping this such fun video up. Give me a second. Okay, so how about this? Doesn't that look absolutely incredible? Take a couple pictures. I think so. Looks great to me. Because I want to thank you for hanging out with us here today. It's absolutely incredible. And so, guys, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where in the world you're watching from, and give us a big thumbs up. So guys, we're going to have the link to other videos like this right here in the description. Go back to our channel page. Make sure you have notifications turned on. Until next time, guys, thanks again for watching Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G. Peace.